Welcome to Sleek Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at this beautiful offering from Bulls. This is a 2019 machine. Bulls has brought out a fantastic new range of high-end mountain bikes. Historically they were a bit more of the sort of cheaper end. Now they're really going towards some particularly nice quality stuff. What you're looking at here is a Bulls SIX50 AM2. The 650 donates to the Bosch Performance CX, which you can see beautifully hidden away in here with the new Bulls. The Bosch Power Tube battery, which is 500 watt hours. This is an all-mountain. The AM stands for all-mountain. It's a tremendous cross-country, uphill, downhill mountain bike. It weighs about 58 pounds and it costs $5,000. Let's have a look at some of the features. Alright, we've got some very nice stuff going on in here. Tyres, we've got the 27.5 by 2.8, so the 27.5 plus. So much grip. I'm really bad at mountain biking, so I love this level of grip. It makes me feel secure, frankly. Bulls' own homemade wheels. We've got a 4-piston caliper up the front here, gripping a 180mm disc. That's going to give you all the stopping power in the world. Magura MT5s, which is pretty much as good as it gets before you go into silly sort of weight-saving mode. This is a Bulls Lyros shock. I think it's a high-end Suntour, but a couple of people who have ridden it seem to think it's actually very good. Very, very good results and reviews for it. We can lock out the suspension on the fly here, should you wish to, for sort of better climbing, etc. Got this lockout here. We've got a seat post dropper over here, which is a very nice addition that we didn't have before on the Bulls. There you go. So that's a very nice update that I know a lot of people have asked for. The usual display gives Eco, Tour, EMTB, which is a fantastic mode for mountain biking. You never have to adjust it. You just put it in the EMTB and just ride around all day. It's basically a perfectly linear curve between how much push you apply and how much power you get out. Normally it's in steps. In this, it's a very linear. I think it's probably the industry leading standard at the moment. Pedals could be a little bit better, but people always want to put on their own pedals. And then we've got an 11-speed Diori chainring at the back. So again, good quality and beautiful 150mm of suspension front and rear. The suspension on this thing is dreamy. I mean, it really is a lovely smooth ride over everything. It should be good for $5,000, but it is. I mean, I think it's from a looks perspective, a functionality perspective, everything's really gelling together well. It's not super light, it's 57 pounds, but you have a motor. And I mean, for all this level of tech, there's going to be some weight. And one thing I will say about the Bulls is they're built to a very strong, high standard, and that sometimes takes a bit of extra weight to do. So I think it's well worth it. A very nicely set up, very well appointed, good value for money considering what it is, all-terrain vehicle. And let's go test it. Okay, so let's go ride. We've got the Bulls SIX50 AM2. We're going up through this particular path and out of the woods. There's all sorts of very tricky trail to try and some easier stuff too. This particular track is called Piglet's Back Passage. This is Piglet. All right, let's go. So here we are in Clench. It's a very steep little loose scree type hill with a sharp right turn at the bottom. I'm not going to be clenching that much today because I'm on the Bulls. I've got 27.5 plus tyres and the setup's really geared for some downhill. I'm not worried at all.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm, into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown.
Okay, welcome to the climbing section. I like to call this K2 because, okay, I'm too fat to go up this without an electric mountain bike. This is going to be a very comfy, smooth ride up there, I suspect, but you always feel a little bit of bounce from the suspension. I'm always impressed by how well it kind of grips and still maintains the power even as you climb. I can do a lockout on it if I want to. I doubt I'm going to bother because I've got a fair amount of bumps and stuff up there. I'm betting it's going to get me the whole way to the top without a problem.
Riders on the storm, there's a killer on the road, his brain is squirming like a toad, take a long holiday.
Okay, we're coming up a very twisty, steep little technical piece here. You can kind of see behind me. It's a tricky little climb. You've got to go slow, you've got to speed up. The Bulls just steams through it, no drama, no hassle. I mean, I actually bothered to do the lockout on this one, put it in turbo and just walked up it. No drama, no problem. Beautiful.
You give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah.
In conclusion then, Bulls SIX50 AM2. Riding this bike is like, it's like driving a BMW 6 Series. It's big, heavy, extremely confident and extremely fast. I'm old, I'm really bad at mountain biking, I don't want to fall off. This thing is very hard to fall off. There's just so much grip and absorption and brake power and quality. It just does everything really, really well. It makes you feel like you're a better rider, which does have the slight downside if you find yourself going faster and faster and faster on it, trying to find some limits. But very, very competent, very beautifully built. $4,999. I think it's actually a really, really sharp bike, and it looks great too. Downside, a little bit heavy maybe at 57 pounds, and what's with the like $3 pedals on it? But apart from that, wonderful, wonderful. And I'm going to point out one little change too. I blew up a Yamaha chain today because there's no automatic torque reduction, so you change gear on that bike. On this motor, there is. I think that's worth having. So, and again, we chalked something up to the Bosch that has that motor. Thanks for watching.